I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it. So great news coming out of Alabama once again as far as the transfer portal goes. Now I talked about this, been speaking on this the whole offseason, right? Now we know how the NIL is. We know it's pay for play. You hear me? We know Bama gotta break them pockets, attack the portal, attack the portal. Bama players leaving. But guess what? Like I said, Bama can attack KALEN DEBOER and his staff must attack the portal as well. And guess what? They've done just that. I'm going to get into the articles in a minute. They've signed one elite player from Florida. You probably know his name or already know his name. Heavy. Not only Florida, though, Miami. They got a receiver coming out of Miami on a visit, dog. On a, excuse me, on an official visit. You hear me? Yeah, expected. I repeat, he's expected to sign with the University of Alabama. So this great news. The rolltide makes their first hit, first landing in the portal, dog. That's what it's about. You can find talent in that portal, and trust me, it's players who want to play for Bama, rock and roll with Bama, heavy, no cap. You think it's not players in that portal who want that A on their chest? Huh? No doubt, dog. So just like Bama players leave, guess what? Hey, it's other players that leave as well. KALEN DEBOER, his staff must attack, and keep attacking, homie. Let's go ahead and get into the article. No need to waste no more time, huh? Great signings, though. Great signings. Let's get to the D lineman from Florida first up. Give me a second, man. It's what you love to hit. It's what you love to see from Bama. Attack, fight back. Attack, fight back, huh? Alabama football lands first transfer portal addition. Former Florida defensive lineman Kelby Collins. Kelby Collins. Let's get it. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Alabama landed its first transfer portal commitment of the winter window on Tuesday evening when Florida defensive lineman Kelby Collins announced his commitment to the Tide. Collins, a former four-star recruit from Gardendale, Alabama. He's from Alabama. An Alabama native makes it even better. And he's a four-star, a lot of upside, a lot of potential. Like I say, great signing from Bama, though. Has 2 years of eligibility remaining and will be counted on as an instant, I repeat, instant impact player for Alabama's 2025 defense. And we know, looking at the trenches, looking at the defense, we assume they're going to keep Kane Walmack, even though I don't get why KALEN DEBOER is, but it is what it is. You rock with him. But in that 4-2-5, and hopefully they switch that up. But a big dude, a defensive lineman, Bama was lacking in the trenches, or some game it looked like they were lacking in the trenches. Needed more big boys up front, more big bodies, you hear me? Yeah, more and elite D linemen to plug the run, plug the gaps. Heavy. And they may have just gotten with this dude right here, Kelby Collins. Big dude, versatile, etc. This was much needed on the defense. He was much needed on the defense, homie. In 2 years at Florida, Collins recorded 29 tackles, 3 sacks, and 15 quarterback hurries in 18 career games. What does this mean for Alabama? Collins 6'4" and 278 pounds. Big boy, big dude. That's what we need, dog. That's what we need. Them trenches where the games are won at every level. You hear me? No cap, man. Point blank, period, dog. 6'4", 278. That's a big dude, a big boy. Was a budding star at Florida in 2023 with 23 tackles, 1.5 tackles for loss, 1.5 sacks, 4 quarterback hurries, a pass breakup, and a forced fumble en route to being named to the All-SEC freshman team and the Athletics freshman All-America team. So he's a player, a star in the making potentially. You know, he's on a trajectory to be elite, so let's get it. He comes to Bama. Now, I question Freddie Roach as well. Freddie Roach needs to step his game up as far as developing talent. What has he done? What are his real credentials as a defensive line coach? No disrespect to Freddie Roach, but he should be held accountable. I don't care if he played for Bama, balled out with Bama, dog. We're talking about right now. What is he doing right now? And is he building and developing these players? Period, dog. He wasn't as productive in 2024 with just 6 tackles in 6 games, but the potential was there. I mean, Florida wasn't productive. I mean, we know what Florida is, where their program has been going. On the decline, correct? Collins' path is similar to current defensive lineman, left tackle Overton. A highly ranked prospect who committed to another program over Alabama out of high school but landed with the Tide the second time around. It's indicative of the new college football landscape and the importance of relationships, where losing a recruiting battle in high school doesn't completely close the door with the portal. That's the thing about the portal. I think the portal trash is how it's set up is trash, but you talk about one good thing, good aspect of it, right? You got a chance to gain a player that you may have lost in a recruiting process. No cap. Most of Alabama's staff wasn't with the program in 23, but position coach Freddie Roach remains and was a key component in getting Collins to Tuscaloosa. Well, shout out him for that, but he needs to do more. Now it's time to produce and develop these players. The Overton addition was beneficial for Alabama this season, and there is hope that Collins can produce something similar in 2025. Collins' commitment fills a glaring need for the 2025 defense on the defensive line. Facts. The Tide could lose their entire starting unit with Overton, Tim Keenan, Tim Smith, and Ja Marion Latham, all possibly moving on to the NFL after this season. Collins' physical profile fits the bandit position where Overton and Latham play at the defensive end with pass rush responsibilities. You ask me, I think Tim Smith, I think all them boys should come back for real. You hear me? Period, dog. Overton probably gone, but I think they all should come back. I think they all can improve and go higher in the draft next year, dog. Heavy, for real. I mean, were they super impressive this year? They had some good games, but at the end of the day, bro, they all need to do better, dog. You hear me? Collins' production is encouraging, and he will join rising star James Smith on a defensive line that will look much different next season. With Collins' commitment and Jalen Mbakwe and Danny Lewis Jr. returning to the team, Alabama is at 85 total scholarships entering 2025. The number includes current Alabama players who have yet to make NFL decisions. Collins likely will not be the final portal addition. Alabama is looking to add at several positions, including a wide receiver on the offensive and defensive lines and at linebacker. That's what's up, dog. And we need all of that. We need all of that. You hear me? Hands down, man down. That's a big signing. D-line in the trenches. Like I said, that's where games are won. And Bama needs all the help it can get in the trenches. Hopefully they can find an offensive lineman as well, another defensive lineman as well. But great news right here. No, I mean, let's not even wait. Let's get into the next article, dog. Let's go ahead and get into it. You hear me? Now, next up, sophomore transfer from Miami visits Tuscaloosa. This is a receiver, a big receiver at that. I believe he's 6'4". Yeah, 200-something pounds, dog. Let's get it. You hear me? The transfer portal is still full of players looking for a new start as teams prepare for postseason play. The Alabama Crimson Tide have had their fair share of players enter the transfer portal. Still, there is good news for Alabama. There is good news for the Alabama football program as Miami wide receiver Isaiah Horton visits Tuscaloosa. Horton is a major target for Alabama ahead of the 2025 season and has pursued the young standout wideout receiver since entering his name in the portal on December 18th, 2024. The 6'4", I repeat, 6'4", 205-pound sophomore, only a sophomore from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, put up 616 yards this season on 56 receptions, averaging 11 yards a catch with 5 touchdowns. Not a bad season, not bad stats right there, dog. And like I say, he's 6'4", 205, a big receiver on the big side. Bama really ain't got no, big receivers, big bodies like that. So he could be a real special addition. Give me 1 second. Hello? I'm not going to come out. All right. So he could be a real special addition, dog. Heavy. You hear me? 6'4", big body, much needed, homie. Rated as a 5-star prospect coming out of Oakland High School, he was the number 49th wide receiver in the country, the number 372nd player in the country, as well as the number 10 wide receiver in the state of Tennessee. Big news right here, man. Big news. Many sports fans and professional analysts have predicted Alabama will bring this young man on their roster for next season. Despite losing 4 key wideouts in Kendrick Law, Kobe Prentice, Caleb Oben, and Emmanuel Henderson, the Crimson Tide are making strides toward rebuilding the receiving core by bringing in Miami's 3rd leading pass catcher. Let's get it. With Isaiah Horton's ability to learn and improve each year, he will make a great asset to the Alabama Crimson Tide under head coach KALEN DEBOER. Let's get it, man. And that's what it is. So like I say, you know, Bama lost some players to the portal, wide receivers. Got to regroup, you know, recycle. That's the business, dog. That's the room right now. So shout out KALEN, DEBOER, and the staff for hitting that portal hard. They got to continue to hit it hard. Let me know how you feel about it, dog. How you feel about the new assignees or potential one guy who committed guaranteed and the other one still in, you know, still thinking about it, but pretty much for certain. Let me know, dog. Fire them comments up. Feedback is much appreciated, huh? Big school here. Roll Tide full of pride. Win, lose, or draw heavy. Yeah.